service of CNC Worldwide.
The Daily is a service of CNC and Jib Jab Greetings. I'm Bud Lowell, and your full AccuWeather forecast is always on top of your CNC local page. Still falling. We mean the price of gasoline, not the rain from this past weekend. It's sliding back down this spring as fast as it went up during the winter. The current average price for a gallon of regular unleaded gas in the Rochester region, $3.81. That is now less than the state average of $3.85. Stations were spotted Sunday selling at $3.70 and as low as $3.65 per gallon. Rochester's average gasoline price dropped by another nickel per gallon over the last weekend and 26 cents over the past 30 days. The AAA fuel gauge report says the national average price has now fallen for 42 of the last 43 days. The decline in gas prices has come as global crude oil prices keep dropping in response to economic concerns overseas and the strengthening U.S. dollar. The eastern U.S. is actually doing better than the West, where supplies are tighter and prices have stayed higher. The official ticket shop opens Monday for the Xerox Rochester International Jazz Festival at the corner of East Avenue and Gibb Street downtown. The 9-day festival starts June 22nd. This year it features more than 1,000 artists performing more than 300 concerts all around the area. From now until the day before the festival, the ticket shop is open 10 to 6 Monday through Friday, 10 to 5 on Saturday, and it's closed Sunday. Here's a follow-up on one of our earlier stories about the Charlotte Genesee Lighthouse Historical Society's concerns with the Port of Rochester Marina Development Plan. Their concern was over the proposed Marina District zoning code that will govern the redevelopment of the Charlotte Harbor. It would have allowed for development of up to a 12-story building directly in the line of sight between the historic 1822 lighthouse and Lake Ontario. After the Historical Society raised objections, the city first proposed lowering the height limit on development for that parcel of land. Then, according to Lighthouse Society President Bob Owens, the city took the entire parcel out of the zoning plan that went to City Council.
The city decided to withdraw the plot of land that was in the original description for the marina, to take it out of the zoning code change that they were going to issue. So when they presented to the City Council the zoning code materials, it was not in there. So it remains as it is right now, and it won't change.
The fear was that there might be a 12 or 16-story building directly between the lighthouse line of sight and the water, which would kind of defeat the purpose of having the lighthouse as a museum. Is that still a future concern?
Well, it's like anything else. We could go 5, 6, 7 years down the road, and somebody could come by and say, gee, there's a nice piece of property. They would have to go to the city and to the zoning board to ask for a change of the zoning.
The zoning plan is a first step for the city's hopes of a new public marina at the Port of Rochester. Surrounding the marina would be a new public promenade connecting the river trail to the Charlotte Pier. A Penfield man plans a protest outside the Monroe County Sheriff's Department office in downtown Rochester on Tuesday after deputies shot and killed his dog late Friday night. Gary Brockler said he heard shots outside his home and looked out to see his 7-year-old pit bull had been hit. The Sheriff's Department says deputies responded to Brockler's home on Whitney Road for a report of a loud party. Spokesman John Helfer said a loose pit bull came towards the responding officers aggressively and they fired. He says an investigation is underway, as in any case when a deputy fires a weapon. Brockler said there was no party. He was home alone watching a movie when his dog was shot, and he says he wants justice for the dog. A retired Gates police officer was killed Saturday when an SUV went out of control on Ridge Road in the town of Greece and rolled over several times. Greece police say the westbound SUV ran over the sidewalk near West Ridge and Nantucket Road, where it struck and killed 46-year-old Sung Chung of Ogden, also known as Sonny. Chung was apparently walking the sidewalk for exercise when he was hit. He was pronounced dead at Unity Hospital. Chung was forced to retire from the Gates police force after his patrol car skidded and crashed in 2002 while he was responding to a burglary call. He suffered severe head injuries and was unable to return to work. Greece police said Jonathan Rader of Chili, the 23-year-old SUV driver, was cooperating in the investigation. So far, there's no indication of alcohol or distracted driving. On this page you can find links to these and other stories, and at the bottom links for you to use. Post us your own news updates, sports, and salutes. They're in the gray bar at the bottom of the page. Next news as it happens, updates when necessary. I'm Bud Lowell, CNC News.